So here is NAKD, Cenntro Electric Group. This finishes at $4.63 today. That is down 9.57%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is AMC. This finishes at $22.75 today. That is down 10.75%. So this was number one on StockTwits today, as it usually is. But this is one of the biggest losers in terms of a top 10 on StockTwits. So we'll talk about it. Now, there really wasn't any news to justify this price action today. No specific news. It just seems like an overall market sell-off, and the meme stocks / growth stocks got especially hit hard. Yeah, I'm just going to assume a lot of apes, a lot of institutions pulling their money out here, and possibly even more shorts coming in. So let's go ahead and analyze now. We do have a gap up at 1650, so that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us this stock may come back down to 1650 eventually to fill that gap. It looked very unlikely a couple months ago, but this stock keeps making lower lows. Now that is a very real possibility, this coming back down to 1650. So if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 2435 and 2245. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 2435, 2535, 2675, 2895, 3090, 3195, 3365, 3480, 3605, 3760, 39, 4020, 4195, 4325, 4460, and then 4615. And there is resistance above 4615, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 2245, 2035, 1730, 1650, 1410, 1295, $12, 1090, and then 985. And there is support below 985, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And in the aftermarket here, this is going up. It's at $23 right now, so that's a bullish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting this will continue to run to the upside tomorrow. So right now at this current price, $22.75, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide. So expect a significant amount of price action either way this goes. However, if / when this breaks $30.90 to the upside, the channels start to narrow. And if this breaks $14.10 to the downside, the channels start to narrow. So anything above $30.90 and anything below $14.10, expect the price action to slow down significantly. RSI is currently at 32, so not quite oversold and undervalued, but quickly approaching that. So this could be a good buying opportunity coming up here. Not financial advice, and this did 45 million in volume today, which is below average, so this sell-off today was not confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, so just my opinion, not financial advice. It's a bit difficult to tell where this is going to go right now in the short term. We are getting some mixed signals here. We have the gap up at 1650, bearish indicator. We have the low RSI, which is a bullish indicator. So honestly, it's anyone's best guess where this is going to go. Now I will say, this seems to be holding some pretty strong support here at 2245. But if it breaks 2245, which it very well could, it's probably going to go down to 2035. That's the next support here. Really no support holding this up after 2245. And if it breaks that, then it's down to 1730. So although 2275 is already a pretty good price, this has the potential to go down a lot further. And it may even come back down to 1650 to fill the gap, like I said earlier. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I could not blame you if you want to buy in here at 2275. That's already a really good entry. But just be aware, there is a pretty good chance this goes down a lot lower. So if it pulls back below 2275, then I would just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want a really, really excellent entry, I would set your buy orders to 1650. That's where the gap is. Good chance that fills. And if it never goes down to 1650, then that's okay. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. This definitely does have a lot of downside potential, like I just said, but this is the meme stock. Very unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. So I really don't think the risk is worth the reward here. If this does go down to 1650, that'd be about a 30% downside. Pretty good money to be made there. This is already so oversold and undervalued. Again, very unpredictable. Apes love this stock. This could go flying at any moment. So personally, I wouldn't do it. I think going short here would be a high risk, medium reward play. Somewhat of a gamble. Could pay off pretty big, but I just think it's too risky for my liking. But if you understand that is a gamble and you're okay with losing some money here, then I would say sure, go for it. Definitely not a bad play, just pretty risky. So if you want to go short at this current price, $22.75, please do that at your own risk. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, but like I said, could be a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC Entertainment. So here is NAKD, Cenntro Electric Group. First time I'm saying that. This finishes at $4.63 today. That is down 9.57%. So we've been talking about this stock quite a bit in the past few weeks. This has been a really hot stock ever since they acquired Cenntro and made the transition into selling EVs now. I still don't really understand how you go from selling clothes to selling EVs, but okay. And this was trending top 10 on StockTwits today, so we'll talk about it. And there really wasn't any news to justify this price action either, just the general market sell-off. So I'm just going to assume that apes, institutions pulling their money here, and shorts coming in. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, there's a gap down at 690, so that would be a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock should come back up to 690 eventually to fill this gap. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 510 and 410. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 510, 570, 620, 705, 770, 840, 905, 980, 1040, 1090, 1165, 1265, 1335, and then 1410. And there is resistance above 1410, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 410, 320, and then 270. And there is no support after 270 because that is the 3-year low. So right now at this current price, 463, the channels to the upside and the downside are decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 1845 to the upside, which it'll probably be a while before it gets there, but if this breaks 1845, the channels start to open up and get really wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 1845. RSI is currently at 24, so that is oversold and undervalued, so this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And this did over 4 million in volume today, which is below average. So the sell-off today was not confirmed by the volume. So just my opinion, not financial advice. This did break the support of 510, and the next support after that is 410. So I do think this will come back down to at least 410 in the relative short term, and possibly even lower. But quite honestly, this current price, 463, is already a pretty good entry. The chart does look bullish at the moment, I have to admit. Again, gap down and low RSI. Those are both bullish indicators. Really no bearish or neutral indicators at the moment. And right now, this is up in the aftermarket up to 475. So that's another bullish indicator that is suggesting that this will continue to run to the upside tomorrow. So I do think this does still have a bit more downside potential to go. But in the short term and the long term, this does appear to be a pretty good buy. Can't blame you if you want to go long here at 463, the current price, but I do think it's going to go to 410. So personally, I would set the buy orders to 410 and lower. And if it pulls back below 410, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. So yeah, I could support going long at this current price, 463 and lower. Although I would probably go for 410 and lower personally. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that and I would not recommend that. Again, this does have some downside potential. If it does go back down to 410, that should be 10% there. But at this point, there's really no reason to short this. Again, bullish indicators in the gap down, low RSI, aftermarket action, really no bearish or neutral indicators. This is already such a low price, really can't go too much lower. You already missed your chance to short here. Not too much more downside potential here. and a lot more upside potential. Going short here would be a high risk, low reward play, I would say. Just doesn't make too much sense to go short right now. So I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. Like I said, could be a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NAKD, Cenntro Electric Group. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.